Hello, in the first tutorial I'm gonna show you how to create this embroidery letter M. Open your sewing hoop file and then go to add. We're gonna add some text. Just write the letter that you will like. I'm gonna write letter M, make it bigger and move it right to the center. Then rasterize the layer and lower the opacity. When you are ready, create a new layer and let's start making our embroidery design. I'm gonna fill it up the left side of the letter M and I'm using the back stitch pressure. Pay attention to the directions of the stitches. For example, first I started vertically and now I'm doing some horizontal ones. I used first a dark color of pink, so now I'm gonna repeat the process with a light pink. I'm gonna do the same with each color. For example, orange is just a light one, and the yellow as well in all of them. I'm intercalating some different type of colors. So for example, now in the pink, I am putting 3 types of pink. When you like your design, get the rubber and just rub it out the stitches that they don't look right. I'm going to do now the next section of the letter M. I'm gonna repeat exactly the same process. Just I'm going to use the stitches just halfway of the line. Then I'm gonna use another color for the bottom one. Remember to start with your darker color and then go with a lighter one on top. I'm using always like 3 tones of each color and I mix them to make them look more realistic. Same as before, when you are ready, just take the rubber and rub it out the stitches that they are not right. For the next section, I'm gonna do something slightly different. You can keep using the back stitch pressure, but I'm gonna start using the back stitch Thich. Create a new layer, use the color you like, and look, I'm gonna create some lines with this brush. If you keep holding, there would be a straight line. Just keep doing the same until you fill it up the whole space. For the last section, you can repeat exactly the same process as we did for the first part of the letter M, but I'm gonna do something different with the Satin Stitch brush. As you can see, I'm creating a pattern with colors, just intercalating all of them until I fill it up the whole part. I'm making sure that they're straight and I'm not worrying that much if they go over the lines. With the rubber, I'm just gonna go and just make the letter look much neater. You can lower the opacity to help you that. Now I'm just going back to the back stick pressure and just repeating the process as before. As you can see, if you don't have the Satin Stitch, just use the pressure brush for all the process. Just use different colors as usual to make them look realistic until you finish the whole letter. The last thing that I like to do, it is to create a little shadow behind the letter to make it look even more realistic. So for that, just make sure you merge all of your layers first and you duplicate the letter M. Just use alpha lock and with a darker color, color the bottom layer M. Just unselect alpha lock again, set up the layer to multiply and use Gaussian blur. If you want, you can lower the opacity and now let me show you what's the difference. It is very subtle, but I love it.